Good morning, good evening. Welcome to the 22nd of April as we go into our training that I commonly call the Dirty Seven. What is it that ages our skin besides just the calendar? So as we get ready, we're going to say a word of prayer, continue to lift up all of our team members. That health is an issue, but also just as we go into summer, it is one of those times a year that people, I honestly think, maybe pay a little bit more attention. It's like people see more of their skin. I'll laugh. Haley and I were doing a vendor event yesterday, and I can tell exactly where I missed the sunscreen yesterday. There is some definite lines, and it's like, oh, yes. Just to the record, the Mary Kay sunscreen with SPF 30 in our day cream, the face saw none of it. It's the other parts of the body that apparently I did not think that sun jumping in and out of under the tent, Haley. Apparently I stood out there a little too long. So thank you. I did find some after sun gel. So there we go. We're trying to make it feel all better. So let's go ahead and start with a word of prayer, and then we will go into our training tonight. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for calling us. Thank you for giving us ways to think so that our brains make different decisions. Lord, I just thank you for all the people in our lives that we can take this information to give them information to make informed decisions. I especially just want to thank you for the collaboration with Haley as we went through and made this graphic, but also just the way that we can think to help others take good care of their largest organ, but also just a way that we can think to help what we reflect is the way that you have made us, that we can see our beauty not only in the mirror, but we can see that beauty that attracts others. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so some of you have seen my graphic before that Haley helped us design. Actually, she did 99. I just did a lot of talking. And so here you go. I do believe you all can see the graphic. Is that true? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see the graphic. Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Yay. Okay, so aging, yes, aging happens because we go around the sun. We all know that aging happens because we go around the sun. But studies continue to show that aging by the sun, by the number of years you have, is about 20% of the process of the aging. 80% is something else. One of the reasons I have my headband on tonight is, yes, wash your face every day, twice a day. It's a thing, and it actually matters. And so some of the things that as we wash our face, what is it mattering? So most of us, you guys have heard, we talk about the benefits. I mean, sun does give us vitamin D, lots of really great things. Thank you that we have sun. But sun without sunscreen can also, that is one of the biggest agers to the skin. Those of us in our history, we were out there laying out baby oil, iodine, lots of things, trying to debate with God what color sun, what color we were. We look now and we have some funny spots. Sometimes those are actually called sun spots because they have actually went down and broken down the dermis, broken down the lower levels of the skin. And that is why you're going to have that aging, those darkening spots. So yes, the sun is our friend, but the sun is also one of those things that is one of the hugest levels of doing to your skin. So when you're out in the sun, and that includes indirect sun. If you notice, I have the two beautiful windows behind me. So even when I'm in my office, I need sunscreen because I am by windows, and sun coming through the windows does give you sun. Same thing. We even have solar screens on our windows. So we actually have the tinted windows. I still need sunscreen while I'm in the house because the sun that comes in is still, the UVA and B rays can come through that as well. Those of you who are not home and you're out and driving, you probably notice your left arm is darker than your right arm, especially those of you who are driving, because the sun is coming through the windshield and coming through the driver's window and catching. So that is one of those things as well. So sunscreen, the tops of your hand, because a lot of us drive with our hands on the steering wheel, the tops of our hands are also catching that sun. So just a couple places, the sunscreen is very, very important to be upon. Sun, we love it. Number one damager. Number two, da 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 da. Can you say pollution? Those of us who live in the DFW Metroplex, we live in the fifth dirtiest air in the US. Aren't we excited to be in the Metroplex? Right? If you don't, and so if you're not living in the Metroplex, I want you to just kind of go out and check out your car. What does it look like? Cars that sit outside, what do they look like? Have you noticed that they just get that film on them, or sometimes even on the film on the inside of your windshield? That is that is truly pollution. That is what's happening to you. Some of that pollution, all of us, especially right on the screen tonight, we all love our pups, right? We love our dogs, we love our animals. But do you know those little friendly characters? We love them so much, but they also contribute to the pollution. Did you know that? That is their lovely dandruff, their lovely all of that kisses or other things that they leave us is actually categorized under pollution, just for the record. We can love them, but you know, they give us different air. Can we, all animals, so pollution. That is also where we would also put pollen. So depending on where you live in the universe, sometimes the year, has anybody else ever experienced the green cars or the yellow cars? Yes, that is also considered a form of pollution. And all of that, your skin has to figure out how to filtrate. That is why it's one of those, because your skin just has to work harder when it's dealing with all of that. So that is one of the reasons that it's called one of the dirty sevens, an aging culprit. Now,
Miss Mary,
yes, ma'am.
the image kind of zoomed in or something, so
Yeah.
I can't really see it.
Oh, well then let's make our image bigger. I think I can do that. Here we go. Let's see. Better?
No, I have no image.
No image? What?
No, I have a gray vertical stripe.
No?
Yeah.
No?
It just, there it goes.
There it went.
Yes, can we see it now? All of it?
Yes.
Okay, well, obviously it wants to be on that screen. Okay, fine. It wants to be on my left screen. Okay, well, fine. We'll just do that. Okay, I'm just doing this over here so I can pretend like I'm looking at the camera and the image at the same time. There, that'll work. Okay, so you guys found it. We've got sun, pollution, and our fun critters are involved, or kitty cats are involved with that. Okay. Kaylee, I think I told you this when you made it, but this I'd have to say, that's called stress. That's called stress. I love it when she put that one in there, because that's kind of life. It's like, it's, you know, it's not just this nice, it's, and anybody, sometimes during the month it's more stressful than others. Sometimes during the day it's more stressful than the other. Your skin is dealing with, so if you want to know how and why, think about that. Your skin actually kind of like has to flex its muscle when you're stressed. Okay. And so think about, can you sit there and hold a flexed muscle for hours on end? No, eventually it gets very fatigued. That is what stress is doing to your skin. It's holding it in a stress mode. It's holding it in a fatigue mode. So that is one of the reasons why, you know, people talk about taking deep breathing. People will talk about how to calm yourself. In addition to what it's doing for your heart, it is also helping your skin. So just to let you know, that is one of the reasons why when people ask me what is one of the best skincare for people, I a lot of times go through what of these dirty seven is happening on in a person's life. And then I recommend a skincare regimen, because I know lots of 20-year-olds that are under a serious amount of stress. Between their jobs, between, you know, or bills not being, you know, there's lots of things, relationships that are causing serious amount of stress. I'll go into a couple of other ones here where they live in the community. I will tell you that one of the things I look at is, where do people live? People that are living out in the country and they, you know, their air is just cleaner than those that live in a metroplex and all the cars and things like that. Well, pollution, their pollution score is way lower. People that live up north, their sun score is a lot lower than those of us who live in Texas. Does that make sense as you're making recommendations? Okay, so so far we have sun, pollution, and stress. A lot of times those are the people, first people, big three. I will say this one right here, the lack of sleep. most of us don't want to confess to. But your skin, when you sleep, that is actually when your skin has a chance to rejuvenate. That is actually when the skin is actually turning over. That is why so many times we will tell you that your nighttime products, like in the repair line, the nighttime product has the encapsulated retinol. Why we will tell you, make sure you're using your oil-free eye makeup remover at night to take any dust, dirt, pollen, makeup off your face at night. If you're going to use the bonus retinol treatment, make sure that it's a nighttime product. Eye cream, I'm going to recommend you do it twice a day, but I'm especially recommend that you're doing it at night because that's when your skin is actually trying to actively recover. So just to kind of give you that, so those nights that you're trying to call 2 hours of sleep, a night's sleep, or 30 minutes a night's sleep, your poor skin has not had a chance to reset. So that is another one of those things that actually cause the aging. If you think about it, you know, you can tell when people, you know, are running a job or whatever, and they're just not sleeping, their skin just doesn't look the same either. Hydration. I would have to say, the people on the screen, I love you guys. At least I know you guys drink your water. Okay. You guys are healthy. Some are healthy people. Water drinking. I know coffee and tea have water in them, but I'm talking full-fledged water, NRH2O water, because your body is made up of more water than any other substance. And so as you get dehydrated, it also allows that skin cell to stretch. Who wants longer, stretchier skin? I don't get volunteers that people want long, stretchy skin. They want skin that looks healthy and so supple. And so that is one of the things that hydration is a real thing to be a part of it. And we're going to jump down to the shortest word. I love this right here. She gave us this fried chicken sandwich. You know, it's chicken. It's chicken. Come on, I'm eating really good. It's chicken. And there's my vegetables. There's pickles. Come on, there's vegetables, right? Our diet. Yes, what goes in comes out, and what goes in comes out through your skin. So how is your diet? What are you doing to healthily help your skin rejuvenate to be a part of itself? So diet, so far we have sun, we have pollution, stress, sleep, hydration, diet. Then these last two become, depending on who you are, smoking, vaping, or secondhand smoking, vaping. All of that also affects how your skin is. So some people, that is not an issue in their universe. For some people, that truly is. This is also one of those questions that I ask people when it comes to aging their skin. This is one of those questions I go, I'm not trying to get in your business. I'm just trying to find out, is this one of the things that's causing your skin to age faster? Okay, so just to let you know, I get in people's business. And then alcohol, including, you know, most of us aren't drinking rubbing alcohol, but, you know, some of us like a good couple glass of wine, vodka, anything like that. Alcohol is a dryer. And so people go, oh, great, I have oily skin, I'll just drink more alcohol. No, it doesn't quite work that way. So you can have a good laugh over it. So those are the dirty 7, but we have just found out, I just think dirty 7 sounds better than dirty 8. But so I call it dirty 1.5. So somewhere between sun and pollution. This is where this one comes in. It is our technology. We're all on Zoom tonight, and we're probably in front of a computer or a tablet or a phone, and all of those are giving off blue light rays. Blue light is as damaging to your skin as the sun without sunscreen. Aren't we all excited about that? Because we have the chance to be with people that we don't have to drive. So what is one of the things that we can do to protect our skin when we're on the computers? Using sunscreen, especially any of those with zinc, really does protect your skin from the blue light from computers. So just to let you know, more and more people are using technology. So one of my tips that I love to give people is obviously use your sunscreen, obviously wash your face twice a day, but whatever residue that you have left on your fingers after you gently add your skincare regimen, your sunscreen, any of that residue that is left, especially apply it to the ear that you give by your phone. So whatever ear that you are most likely to hold your phone by, add your sunscreen to that as well, because dermatologists continue to find that there and more from your phones, more and more technology is causing issues on the side of your head, ear, side of the face, where the phone is most likely. Earbuds, the same kind of things, but the phone obviously gives off more blue light than does than just your earbuds and things like that. Okay, questions. Does anybody have questions about what we went over? Okay, I'm gonna make a couple comments and then we're gonna go off recording. So those of you who are watching back, I hope that you have found this to be helpful. One of the things that I will say about this is the more that we as skincare coaches understand how our skin ages, the more we can help others. So one of the things that I would recommend that everybody has, do you have your pre-skincare photo? Now, for some of us, we're going to go back 10, 20, 30. Some of you aren't that old. You're going to go back, have that pre-photo, and then have your photo now. Some of you have seen that I use my wedding photo because it was the first time in my life I wore makeup at 28. That is now 30 years ago. So I make my comparison to what I looked like 30 years ago compared to how skincare has kept me aging to now. And I also have one photo that I use of pre-Mary Kay. So for mine, it happens to be 2002 when I moved to Fort Worth. So there is a significant event in my life. I took that photo. I didn't start skincare until another 7 years after that, but people could definitely see where my skin was going. Does that make sense to everybody? And all of us have a story of, you know, hey, it could be, I've been taking care of my skin my whole life, and look at it. You know, I don't care what decade you pull up, my skin's looking good. Some of us, you pull up that decade in 2002 and it's like, you know, that was probably not the great skincare road I could have been going down. But if you look at it now, the U-turn of my actually taking care of my skin has actually corrected things. So just a heads up for us taking care of it. And the customers, if you are looking for, does it work? I tell you to challenge the same thing. If you take our skin analysis app, take a photo now, give yourself 2 weeks, try the products. Let's see where they're going. It's one of the advantages of us having the 100% guarantee to be a part of it. So if you have questions, make sure you reach out to me or your other beauty consultants. And we're here to make sure that those dirty 7 doesn't keep looking you the age that you don't want to be.